So right now, I am once again joined with Heather Miranda from the city's Environmental Services Division as we take our third and final look at issues of pollution in the Santa Clarita Valley watershed. Heather, right now we are standing in front of one of our storm drains. So far in this series, we'd seen where pollution comes from. We've seen where trash ends up in our storm drains, and right now we're at a feeding point of water to the Santa Clara River.
That's right. And this is where we really get into the consequences of what we do at the surface, connecting and what really happens in the Santa Clara River. Firstly, the trash that ends up down here. The first thing that can happen is a lot of animals can look at it and think that it's food. They fill their stomachs up with plastics and whatnot, and that can that kills them eventually. Right. Other things that can happen, specifically we talked about outdoor water use and irrigation and over fertilizing and chemical use, pesticides, things of that nature. If you don't use them properly, if you use them when it's close to a rain, if you put a whole bunch down and then you turn on your sprinklers and let that run off into the storm drain, into the gutter, it gets down here. Problems with that are it steals oxygen out of the water for tadpoles and fish that need the oxygen to breathe in the water. The chemicals, the pesticides, they will outright kill something. That's what they're designed to do. And you want them to do that in your yard, but you don't want them to do that down here in the Santa Clara, where we want a lot of types of different diversity of life to make the food web and the food chain work.
And there's definite examples, you were pointing them out early, of the effects of pollution in the river right as we're standing. And we can see big formations of algae, and we can also see some sort of bubbling up of some strange substance.
Right, we've got scum, foam from soaps, and that can also steal oxygen out of the water. The algae blooms are from the nutrients from too many fertilizers, too many nitrates in the water, and again, that can once the algae starts decomposing, it steals the oxygen out of the water. And then again, all this stuff eventually it does go to the Santa Clara River, which is 50% of our drinking water supply. So all the stuff that is in the water eventually needs to be treated.
Right now, we're going to change locations, and we're actually going to go out to a school, and we're going to see what community members can do to be positive and good stewards of the environment. Right now, we're in a school, and we're talking about something a little bit different, how you can be a good steward to the environment.
What we really have been, the theme of a lot of our discussion has been being conscious of what you do in your outdoor environment, in your lawns, your gardens, and your businesses. One of the most important things is your outdoor water use, irrigation, how you plant your lawn and your yard. One of the most important things you can do is making sure that you're not overwatering your lawn and making sure that you're planting with native plants. That helps also conserve water as well as prevent pollution to the Santa Clara River and helps provide a little bit of habitat in your property. So one of the ways you can do that is what we're seeing here today at this elementary school. These students took it upon themselves to create a rain garden. And a rain garden is just a depression with native plants that can capture urban runoff and stormwater from your property and infiltrate it into the ground.
So right now I'm with teacher Danielle Nordskog, teacher at Santa Clarita Elementary School. Danielle, tell me what we have going on behind us.
We have built a rain garden, and we're doing this basically to help with the runoff that we have. That's kind of a problem that is happening in our school, and actually then the runoff normally just goes straight into the Santa Clara River, and so we're trying to prevent that and have the pollution collect here where the plants can filter it out. And so it's a big environmental project that our school is doing. So this is one way we're trying to get our whole community of children plus our community in general involved in helping our environment and working with urban runoff issues.
So how have the children taken to this program?
They are so enthusiastic. They originally wanted to just save the dolphins, and of course we don't live anywhere near the ocean, so we got them more involved in what can we do here at our own community, and they've just jumped in and been so enthusiastic. They're finding different ways to educate the younger children, because we have lots of the younger students who don't know anything about this, and so now the older students have taken into mentoring them and teaching them about why we don't want to pollute and why we can't just throw things wherever we want and how that's going to trickle down into all the environment. And so they're all really have become quite environmentally conscious. It's been great.
1, 2, 3.
So that's it for our three-part look at water issues in the Santa Clarita Valley. For more information on the environment and for events happening around town that you can participate, including River Rally, go to greensantaclarita.com.